ahead, Jeff, I'm sorry.
This one's for Chucky. Chucky, I know you guys have been asked about 3-point shooting probably since the end of last season. I know this is one game, but does this give you guys a little bit of confidence that that will be a greater asset this year than it was a year ago?
Yeah, for sure. You know, some of the threes we took tonight were kind of questionable, which means that we're still able to get better threes than that, which means we're going to knock down a lot more this going on season. So I think we're right where we want to be at.
Amy in the back.
Max, Steven Crowell hits that first 3-pointer to kind of kick off the game. Was that how did you kind of know then that was the tone you guys were setting from 3-point range?
Well, I mean, we kind of just took what they gave us right away. You know, had a set coming out of the first play of the game. They gave Steve-O the 3. He took it and made it. So I think that did help set the tone right away to hit one of those right off the bat. But everybody did a good job tonight contributing in that area of the game.
Jeff in the back.
Yeah, no, I got it. You're good. Yeah, Tyler, you had a great all-around game today, obviously. But a lot of your assists came out of the high post. Can you speak to some of the ability you have there, especially when you guys are running like 4 deep in the post?
Yeah, I get a lot of those touches through the offense, but it's mostly my teammates. They get good cuts, getting each other open, and then it's easy for me. I just find them and they're able to hit down the shots or go and get a bucket themselves. So it's all on them.
Jeff.
For Tyler and/or Chucky, what was Guard's message at halftime about what you guys were doing defensively? Because they came in and said that you guys took away their threes, but then they were able to attack you on some screen games and get some high percentage looks. I'm just curious what Greg thought about the defense.
Yeah, for sure. The first half, their offense was going through number 5. He was getting to his right hand a lot, and we were letting him get to his right hand. He was saying tough shots, but he got going because we were letting him go to his dominant hand. So in the second half, we just changed the emphasis and made him go left, and he couldn't do anything.
Well, Chris and then Abby in the back.
Question for Chucky. Obviously, Tyler had a pretty all-around game. What have you seen from him in the ways of improvement from last year to this year?
For sure, I would say the confidence. You know, he's bringing the ball every time he gets a rebound, and I love that from him. And I can go get down and get in the corner and spot up, and I know he's gonna make a play.
We'll take Jeff and then Amy. Go ahead, Jeff.
Tyler, I know it's just one play, but that 3 at the end of the half, that Chucky gave you guys a 10-point lead. Did he yell to you? Did you feel him? Did you sense him? How did you know he was there?
Yeah, I mean, I saw him. He called for the outlet, but I didn't pass to him. I was like, oh, let me see what I can do. But then I got cut off, and he was right there. So
No, I was kind of yelling Chiller right behind him. I knew I peeped him with his eyes looked behind me, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'm about to get this ball back.
Abby, go ahead.
Speaking of that 3, how important was that for momentum heading into the second half? Because that was the first time you guys got a 10-point lead on them.
I don't really remember the plays leading up to it, but I know like we just got a rebound, and that was a big swing. We got a stop and a 3, so that's 5-6 point difference right there. So that was a big swing going into the half and really set the tone for the second part of the game.
Tyler, you had 10 free throws today. You were looking to be aggressive and, like Chucky said, taking the ball up the court on some of those rebounds. Was that kind of a part of your mentality coming into the game? And how has that kind of changed over the course of maybe the offseason to now?
I mean, yeah, I feel like I get a rebound, I can bring it up. That's a disadvantage for the defense because they're kind of scrambled all over the court. If I can get a mismatch and go down on the post and just be a playmaker there. So that's something that I've really worked on, and I'm really excited to showcase it this year.
Abby in the back.
Chucky and Tyler, in the first half, you guys each had 2 turnovers. Was it first game jitters, or was they just didn't seem characteristic of what you guys typically do?
I wouldn't say their first team jitters, but I would just say I was sped up a little bit. I just had to slow down. I think when Coach took me out, I kind of got myself back together, got my head, and was able to take care of the ball.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Just sped up. Once we got settled into the game, we looked a lot better, take care of the ball a little more.
Jeff in the back.
Again, for either Chucky or Tyler, we've watched kind of our season, and everyone knows about his offense. I'm just curious, what do you thought he gave you guys tonight for the first game?
For sure, I think he was physical in the first game. That's what we needed from him. That was kind of, I think it gave him a little confidence. Let's run play. He got a rebound, and he hasn't done that really all in the practice. So I was happy to see that from him. He's a little physical. He was on the ground a little bit, tumbling with 5, and I'd love to see that from him.
We got one more for the players. Go ahead, Abby.
Max, you guys, something that was noticeable was how much you guys were sharing the ball. Do you, being new to this team, is there just a sense of chemistry between all of you already?
I mean, I think we can do a better job of sharing the ball. Looking down, we only had 14 assists, so try to get that number up a little bit. But just playing with one another in the summer here on this time off, we've been really working with one another, getting to feel each other's games out, and I think that's just what gets the ball moving with all 5 guys on the floor. So
We got
Finishes is 2.
just one more question for this young man. Go ahead.
For Chucky or Tyler, Max had logged the most minutes on the team. What have you guys learned about him since he's come on, and what makes him so valuable to the group?
Yeah, I mean, it started from the beginning of the game. Max was out there and kind of brings some energy and some fire to us. We had a good start, but he just kept that going throughout the game, and he kind of set the tone for our energy for this game.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Fellas, appreciate you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the question.
sorry, bro.
All right.